Today's episode covers a range of headlines. VinFast restarting construction on its U.S. factory, Rivian simplifying the buying process in 2 states, Rivian's R2 program focusing on global cost reductions, BMW exploring an electric sports car, and a Volkswagen Jetta recall tied to a fire risk. Welcome back to Autonews Daily. I'm Leah Morgan. Let's dive into today's headlines. We'll start in manufacturing, where VinFast has restarted construction on its U.S. factory. The move signals a renewed push by the Vietnamese electric vehicle maker to scale production capacity in North America, keeping pace with the broader industry's focus on local EV manufacturing. Restarting work on a major facility also reflects continued investment confidence in EV supply chains and the importance of having production close to key markets to reduce logistics costs and respond quickly to demand. For VinFast, getting this factory operational will be about more than bricks and steel. It's a strategic step toward volume production, vehicle delivery timelines, and the company's ability to compete with established automakers that are investing heavily in domestic EV capacity. This development has ripple effects across suppliers and regional economies. Local parts suppliers, construction vendors, and potential employees are all stakeholders in the restart, and their ramp-up will influence how fast production can scale. For customers, a U.S.-based factory can mean shorter delivery times and vehicles tailored to local regulations and preferences. For policymakers and community leaders, construction activity and eventual production can bring jobs and tax revenue, but they also raise expectations about environmental permitting and infrastructure support. Watching how VinFast stages this build-out will be an important measure of how newer EV entrants manage the transition from startup to mainstream manufacturer. Shifting to retail and the customer experience, Rivian is taking steps to simplify the buying process in 2 U.S. states. Easing purchase and delivery procedures is often a critical lever for EV companies trying to broaden their customer base beyond early adopters. Simplified processes can reduce friction at the point of sale, speed up deliveries, and improve overall satisfaction, factors that matter as Rivian scales and competes with both legacy automakers and fellow EV startups. For consumers, a smoother buying experience can make a meaningful difference when choosing between models and brands. This kind of change also signals a growing maturity in the company's retail strategy. Early-stage manufacturers typically test direct sales models, inventory management, and registration logistics in select markets before expanding. By focusing on specific states, Rivian can refine its approach, gather data, and address regulatory or operational hurdles in a controlled way. If the pilot succeeds, similar simplifications are likely to spread to other regions, which could accelerate adoption and reduce the administrative burden on customers and the company alike. Related to Rivian's market strategy, the company's R2 program is being positioned as a focal point for global cost-cutting efforts in EV production. Cost reduction is a central challenge for every automaker trying to balance pricing, margins, and competitiveness as EV adoption grows. Emphasizing cost control for the R2 platform suggests Rivian aims to make its smaller, more affordable model more economically viable at scale. That can include tightening engineering tolerances, optimizing supply chains, streamlining manufacturing processes, and rethinking hardware and software costs. The implications go beyond one model. If Rivian successfully drives down costs for the R2, it could shift the company's financial trajectory by broadening its addressable market and improving unit economics. Cost efficiencies in one program often ripple through an automaker's broader product lineup, allowing investment in technology, customer service, and geographic expansion. For investors and observers, the R2's cost-focused strategy will be a bellwether for whether Rivian can sustainably move from premium niche products to higher volume offerings without sacrificing brand identity or performance expectations. Now turning to an automaker known for performance, BMW is reported to be considering an electric sports car. BMW's interest in electrified performance models reflects a broader industry trend. As battery and electric drive technology matures, manufacturers are exploring ways to preserve driving dynamics while delivering zero-emission powertrains. An electric sports car from BMW would be an attempt to blend heritage, agile handling, strong chassis dynamics, with the instantaneous torque and packaging benefits that electric motors provide. Exploring an electric sports car also raises questions about range, weight, and driving character. Engineers will need to balance battery capacity against mass and power delivery against thermal management to create a car that satisfies enthusiasts. For BMW, success would mean maintaining the brand's reputation for driver engagement while moving toward a zero-emission future. Such a model could serve as a halo product, showcasing the company's EV engineering and providing technology that later filters down to other models in the lineup. Before we get to our top story for the day, a quick favor. Please like and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing the latest automotive news to you every weekday. Finally, the most impactful story today involves a consumer safety issue. Volkswagen has announced a recall of certain Jetta models due to a fire risk. Recalls that involve potential fires are among the most serious safety actions an automaker can take, and they demand swift, transparent response to protect owners and reduce liability. A recall typically triggers an inspection and repair campaign, and for affected drivers, it means arranging service to address the defect that creates the fire risk. This situation underscores how critical quality control and component sourcing are in modern vehicle production. Automakers must trace the root cause, whether it's an electrical short, module failure, or another component defect, and implement a reliable fix. The recall will also prompt regulatory scrutiny and likely increase attention to supplier oversight and post-market monitoring. For customers, clear communication from Volkswagen about which vehicles are affected, what steps to take, and how the company will remediate the issue is essential. From an industry perspective, this recall is a reminder that even as vehicles become more advanced, fundamentals of safety and reliability remain paramount. Thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest developments across the automotive world. See you then.